Yeah, she's very talented in everything.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Muscatine Today show. I'm so excited to be here with you all on the eve of Friday. It's the sun's shining, so that's good news, right? Something to look forward to. I hope you all having a good day so far. I want to start the show by saying thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, the show wouldn't be possible. So R7 Reclaimed, of course, they have a special event going on that they're a part of, which is the Junkin Sisters Shop Hop this weekend, and later on in the show maybe we can pull up that map if we have time again, if you have missed out on that. But otherwise, you can go on Facebook and check that out and be a part of that and check out some of the really cool shops that we have around the area. Also, Lutheran Living, CBI, Toyota of Muscatine, Impact Athletic Performance, Suntan City, Unity Point Health, Trinity Muscatine, and of course Hy-Vee Market Grill Express. So tons of amazing sponsors, really supportive of the community and all the things that we do on the show. So thank you so much to them. So today we are going to be talking about the arts and poems and all of the fun stuff. I am excited to hear about so there's going to be a poetry contest and all of these fun things happening in the area. So Duffy is here to talk about
thank you for
some
inviting
of these
me.
things. So Duffy, tell us a little bit about I guess to start off, what's your connection to the Art Council and to all of these projects that we're going to talk about today?
The Muscatine Arts Council has been in operation since 1975 in August, and people in Muscatine decided that they wanted to have more of a promote the arts and also to get ready for the bicentennial. Mm-hmm. So that's when it started in approximately August 1975. So it's been ongoing, and for nearly 20 years I've been on the council. I can't believe it's, yes, the late Virginia Shawland, who is quite the go-getter in Muscatine at one time, persuaded me to get on the council, and we're glad that some of the people who have since long gone kept it going, and we promote music, dance, arts, and also poetry in the sidewalks, which we'll get to in a few minets.
Yeah. So we have a few things to talk about today. So what do you want to start with? The art array is what we're going to start with?
Yes, we're going to start with the art array, and we have so art array again. We've going with the Muscatine Art Center, and we have a great show there. So many people in the surrounding communities have participated. It's a great show. I went to see it yesterday. It's just lovely. And we gave prizes. Kathy Edwards Hazlett won an award, the first prize, and two people from the Figge Art Museum juried the show. So we're glad that we could sort of partner with Figge Art Museum too.
That's awesome.
The artwork will be up through May 30th, so we hope people will go and see this. It's on the second floor of the mansion. And at the same time on display is the student artwork from 4th and 5th graders, so you got to see that too.
Yep. We did a story through Discover Muscatine also about that. You can find that still online if you didn't catch it in the newspaper, but kind of gives some details about just that contest and also the artwork that the students did too. So very cool to see both of those
I was
things.
really surprised how well they did.
Yes.
And the reception is May 16th from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. It's free admission, so bring your kids down, maybe inspire them. This is a good time to do artwork because you're home perhaps, and you have time on your hands, so maybe buy some watercolors or go to one of the stores and get some pencils and start creating.
Yep. We've been doing a lot of art at our house with with our extra time. Hanley likes to make a big mess and create things. So it's a good way to kind of keep them busy and let them use some of those creative juices.
There's banners too from the 4th and 5th graders downtown, so you might want to walk downtown and see the banners.
Awesome. Where are those banners at?
Well, they're displayed throughout the downtown. I'm going to have to walk downtown and read the poems in the sidewalk and look at the artwork at the same time.
Yes, very cool.
So we're glad that we have a sort of a partnership with the Art Center. They also help us host the Eagles and Ivy Ragtime Weekend, which is the last full weekend in January. This year we went virtual, and it was smaller in size, but we still continued it. So almost 25 years we've been doing this, and we're planning to go public in 2022. So we hope that will work.
Awesome.
At the Art Center, we have some poems. So I'm going to hold this up. It's a little artwork I created to go with my poem.
Yes, I love that.
And this is the one that was chosen. It's a blind contest, so we have a judge, and they don't know who wrote the poems, and they pick out 5 poems. So one of my poems was picked.
That's awesome. Cool.
This is based on a true story, this poem is. So I have the artwork here. Our first mushroom hunt. Kids in grandma's timber skirt nettles and bluebells. Empty sacks meet at noon, but brother fat bag releases feathers, rocks, corn cobs, mossy bark, a turtle shell. Windfall.
I love it.
He was told that the mushrooms look like corn cobs, so he picked corn cobs and other stuff to go in his sack.
Funny.
So, and then also one of the poems is Annette Hovland's "Red Willow Smoke from Sacred Pipe rises to the 4 winds. Oh, great spirit, breathe life, art, song, dance into the clay of Mother Earth. Oh, hear our prayer of peace." And that goes with the statue at the Muscatine Art Center.
Very cool.
So Annette is a lovely poet and is teacher at the high school. A couple more poems. I have to release this down here.
So these were all chosen by the judges. Out of how many poems were submitted? Do you know, like approximately?
Usually between 24 and 30 poems.
Yep. Cool.
And so there's a nice selection of poetry or people that participate.
Yeah.
This one is Georges Seurat was a French artist who dotted his pointillism. He made little dots of colors for his artwork. So this poem brings him to mind. This is about the Riverside Park down at the riverfront. And so it goes, chalk artists dot concrete. A soccer ball flits among fans with picnic baskets. Cicadas sing with the guitars. 2 boys with cane poles pride their fish trophies. Seurat's Park comes alive. And so
very cool.
I wanted to, and also this poem is in front of the National Pearl Button Museum, so I put buttons in the artwork.
Yeah, I love that. Very cool.
And then I like to bring into some of the memories. I like to write story poems, memory poems. So this one is about our summer growing up in the farm by Marshalltown, Iowa. And so this brings to mind, we kids owned summer, barefoot, sunburnt, wild. Old pickup truck, now a pirate ship. For flags, planks, swords. Tumbling over rocks, we avoid cows while creek wading. We pan for gold, minnows, go fishing for memories. So that brings to mind our farm scene growing up. So Wandering Words Contest is coming up again.
Yes, that is so cool.
So if I may suggest some of the rules.
Yes.
Each person can submit 2 poems, and we like the text and subject matter to be ready for the public, so no politics or overly religious, and with good words.
Yep.
Poems may be up to 8 lines, and no line having more than 25 characters. So that's difficult.
Yeah.
Some of these poems I wrote maybe 10, 12 times, trying to fit. So you have to choose your words wisely.
Yep.
It's a challenge, but fun to do. Poems can be previously published, and then they must be typewritten in one poem per page. The deadline, we have extended the deadline to May 14th.
Okay.
So we have another less than a month, but you still have time to do it. And you can send those into Muscatine County Arts Council, P.O. Box 815, Muscatine, Iowa. So again, that's P.O. Box 815, Muscatine, Iowa. And
so for people who don't know about the Wandering Words, these are, so the chosen ones are then printed throughout town.
Right, correct.
On the sidewalks.
We have like one in front of City Hall, and the old MCSA now.
Yep.
The
Library.
The library.
You said the Button
Museum. And the We Kids Own Summer one is from the Muscatine Journal.
Yeah.
And there's some in Weed Park, and the Muscatine. We're expanding it, so Dave Alice finds out where we can put them.
Yep.
And then we work with the city, Muscatine City, and they help etch it into the sidewalk and
Very
use some
cool.
type of black paint for the letters. A couple of the poems, one is Aaron Montgomery in our brochure. This is a good one, I really like this one. Walk like thoughts wander in old poems read by wax under frosty mint quilts. Walk like dreamers breathe in the quiet night, by Aaron Montgomery, 2019. And one year we had students from Hayes, St. Matthias, St. Mary's Catholic Church, and a couple of those poems were selected.
That's awesome.
It is. And when you're like 5th or 6th grade, to have a poem picked, you're very proud of that.
And etched into the sidewalk.
Yes.
That's very cool.
So all residents of Muscatine County, you can be, if you're 5 years old or 95, you can still enter. And you can enter 2 short poems. And brochures are available at Flowers on the Avenue.
Okay.
So you can go there. So we'll pick 5 new poems.
Cool.
And again, some of the poems are at the Muscatine History Center and at the Muscatine Arts Center. Our judge this year is Dustin Joy, the director of the National Pearl Button Museum.
Awesome.
He's a member of Writers on the Avenue, so he's looking forward to getting a chance to
be a judge.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool. So you can be any age and participate, doesn't matter, and send in your poems. You can have up to 2, you can send in 2 poems.
2 poems.
And there are specific requirements for those, so make sure that you find those either online or in the brochure.
Right.
So that you make sure that you stay within those guidelines to be chosen. And you said that it has been extended to May 14th now.
Right.
So
right.
you have a little extra time to write those poems and get them submitted. But how cool. And is there a map or something out there that shows like how to get?
I think if you go on our website, we've been working on that.
Yeah.
So I think that would be.
That'd be like a cool day trip to go with the family and like go see all of them.
Go to the park with your lunch and go to the Button Museum and then go to the Art Center. It's a way to tie in all the different.
All the different kind of places that you can go.
Right. We really have quite a bit going on for Muscatine. We're hoping one poem will get in the Discovery Center this year. We don't know yet, but we're working on that.
Very cool.
Then the other thing I do is, for years I've been poetry representative for the Iowa Poetry Association. And that is going 75 years now. And it's nonprofit, it's a legitimate poetry contest, and it has members all over Iowa. And you can submit up to 5 poems, and February 28th is usually the deadline. Mm-hmm. Again, it's all ages, and you can become a member or not and still send your poems in. It's no entry fees. And so this year, if I may read the poem that one got in, and this is again a memory poem. And I think I will hold this up again, or let
want me to hold it
Yes,
up?
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. This is called Summer Pies for City Slickers. We farm kids owned summer, barefoot, sunburnt, wild tree climbers. The green leaves of August invaded by bored city slicker cousins ready to butcher chickens for a family reunion. Feathers flying, we act like chickens with our heads cut off. Flock to the TV for chicken pot pie dinner theater of a black and white classic film. Crayon note-taking, chased outside, screen door locked. Take one, deputized actors evolve into Roy Rogers cowboys. Or John Wayne rustlers wearing hats, bandanas, six shooters, and our stick horses stampede the cows slowly down the Texas Trail to the Rio Grande. The dozen cow chewers rest, watch cowboys pan for gold, watch the rustlers dig up mud, bake a ton of pastries for a Charlie Chaplin slapstick pie toss. The rustlers win, and all of us mosey up to the stock tank, rinse off our mud skin. Esther Williams has to show off she can swim. Though, yes, those slickers can really swim, become targets for wormy apples, bad jokes. And after a cookout, we keep warring on with watermelon seeds and a cow pie toss, plus dueling Robin Hood sloppy swords. Hitchcock, yes, Hitchcock mom yells, cut. Serves pie a la mode, scary stories. No psycho showers tonight. The back porch becomes a campground for campers under quilt tents, fireflies, owl music to go with movie dreams. Maybe the wind whispers, wait until next year. And that's growing up on the farm.
Yep, I love that. That's awesome.
So the Muscatine Arts Council is preparing for our summer concert series. This past year, 2020, we did not have it. We've been doing some type of summer concert series since 2003. And about 2006, we decided to have one each month. So starting in June, July, August, September, October, we will try to have a concert the second Sunday somewhere at the Musser Public Library, either inside or outside.
Perfect. That's
And
awesome.
Ed Chamberlain is working on it this year. I've been doing it previously, as well as Dave Alice and Chris Clark, but we turned it over to Ed, so he'll put some new enthusiasm in it and ideas. And we usually have Max Collins with Cruisin' as our sort of our house band. So they'll be performing again this year.
Perfect. Yeah, I think everybody's looking forward to getting back to events and especially live music and things like that. So I think those will probably go off really well this summer.
We are hoping that we can have them outside
Yeah.
if there's more distancing and people can bring their own lawn chair, maybe a picnic basket, and usually it goes about 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours. And so it's good to have live music and support live music and bands. We usually get some bands and groups from the Quad Cities and Iowa City. So if you have some ideas for bands or groups that you're interested in, you can contact the Muscatine County Arts Council. Our address is on our website or our Facebook page, or you can check with Ed Chamberlain or myself, and we can get that information. You could also probably leave the information at the Musser Public Library too, because they work hand in hand with us too. So
very cool. There's so many cool things going on through the Art Council now.
Yeah.
It's a busy time. Lots of chances to submit poetry. And just that live music is going to be very exciting for the summer to be able to get out and not only support local artists but support the Art Council and just be a part of the community.
So if you would like to be a member or donate, again, our P.O. Box is 815 Muscatine, Iowa. Become a member and you can help support us. We are really just a small board, and some of the members have been on there for a long time. But we do a lot of, sometimes having a small board, you can do more things too.
Sure, yep.
And we try to work with the Chamber of Commerce and the Visitors and Convention Bureau too.
Yeah.
And they can help promote our activities. So those are some of the things that we're doing.
That's awesome. Well, that's a lot of things. So we will try to maybe stick some of those details in the comment section of today's show too for you, like the PO box and stuff too. That might be helpful for you all if you want to submit either a poem or if you want to maybe make a donation or become a member of the Art Council.
Right.
That might be some good information for you guys. If you have questions or anything as well, we can put the phone number. But I'm so glad you came on.
Well,
thank you for sharing your poems with us and your paintings to go along with them.
Yes, that was fun.
I appreciate it so much. That was fun. We are going to go to a quick commercial, and then we will be right back to wrap up the show for you today.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion. We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
The time went super fast.
So anytime you need filler, I'll make sure you got my phone number before I
Yes,
leave.
that would be good. Yep.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaim.
All right. Oh my gosh, lots of good stuff going on at the Art Museum. I hope you guys will go and check out the students' art. It's very cool to see how creative these young kids are and just the ideas and stuff that they have come up with for this art show. So go and check that out at the Art Museum very soon. And if you are a poet, I encourage you guys to submit some poems to that Wandering Words contest very soon. It ends on May 14th, so you still have some time to think up some good words and submit those. So our friends at Lutheran Living, they sponsor our national days and this day in history. And today, our national days, so it's Earth Day, very important day. So I encourage you all, it's a little chilly, but go out and maybe plant a flower, or maybe do that in a pot or something that you can bring inside for now. It's a little cold. Plant a tree, things like that. It's also National Jelly Bean Day. Chris brought me over some jelly beans. I am not the biggest jelly bean fan. Do you guys like jelly beans? And especially that game where you have to eat the gross jelly beans and try to decide what nasty ones they are, what flavors they are. Oof. I don't know who comes up with that stuff, but they're not right. And then it's also Take Our Kids to Work Day. It's a little late for that. They're at school, but maybe we can postpone that to summer. I don't know. But those are your national days. So hopefully you guys will do a little something to celebrate Earth Day. Maybe pick up some trash outside or clean up even your own yard or something when you get off work today to celebrate Earth Day. Very important. So also Hy-Vee tonight, Big Ben will be out on the grill, freezing his booty off probably, but he will be grilling up those yummy steaks that we talk about every Thursday. And I think they're $10 and you get this whole meal, a steak and potato and roll and veggie and all of these things for only $10. So you can either eat those in the market grill or you can take them to go. So super awesome deal, very delicious, and Ben will be out there grilling those up for you guys tonight. So I hope you guys will all come and take part in that. So also, don't forget about the Junkin Sisters Shop Hop. Cooper, do you still have that map in our thing? Maybe we can pull that up really quick before we end the show today. So this event is going on locally, and one of our sponsors, R7, is actually a part of this event. So I wanted to make sure to mention it a lot for you guys and for them. but they are a part of this map, and essentially this is just a bunch of really cool local shops that are taking part in this Junkin Sisters Shop Hop. So these are all cool locally owned places that you can go and kind of do a shop hop. They all have special deals and things going on. They also have a Facebook page if you want to learn more details about the deals that each of these local shops are doing throughout the day. But this is going on Friday, Saturday, and I think even Sunday. But so our friends at R7 have extended hours so Friday, April 23rd, plus the 24th, they have extended hours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for the shop hop. So this is the map, but it's also available on that Facebook page too. So I encourage you guys all to take part in that. If you don't have any big plans, gather some of your girlfriends or some of those guys, maybe drag along your husband and make him take you on the shop hop this weekend. It's gonna be a good time, and you'll get to maybe see some of the shops that you don't know about that are right here in our backyard. So for now, I want to say goodbye to you all, but I am so glad you joined us, and I'm so glad that Duffy joined the show to tell us about all the cool things that are going on with the Art Council. And I hope that you guys will participate, and whether it's joining the Art Council or whether it's submitting a poem for the Wandering Words. It's a pretty cool thing to be a part of, and to think that maybe your words could be etched in the sidewalks of Muscatine. That's pretty cool stuff. So I am excited for tomorrow as well, so you guys are going to want to tune in. One of my friends is joining us to tell us about her new foundation and what they're doing to make sure that they keep babies in Muscatine and beyond safe. So I hope that you guys will join us and learn more about the foundation that is just started, literally just started here in Muscatine. I'm excited for you all to meet them if you don't know them, and to learn about what they're doing. So until then, I hope that you'll remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
TJ Deere here at Toyota Muscatine, and this is what it feels like to have a brand new Toyota.
It's the new car smell.
It's the new stories.
It's the new adventure. It's the memories.
Come and see us for your 2020 Toyota.